Did Star Wars just retcon an entire novel again? We'll discuss tonight.
Experimental Unit Clone Force 99. The defective clones with the desirable mutations. They call themselves the Bad Batch.
Everyone, welcome back to another Bad Batch-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew, touching my mic.
Huh?
Well, I was messing with my mic the whole time, and I'm like,
Oh. And we're back!
What up?
With a surprise trailer for Bad Batch, which I thought we weren't going to get for another 6, 7, 8 months from now,
Out
but
of everything, this was not what I thought we were going to get, but we'll take it.
because we were supposed to get a Skeleton Crew trailer soon. That's what we thought we were going to get, but apparently not.
Yeah, is that ever going to come out?
I don't know, dude. It was supposed to come out last year, like in the fall, but it never came. So
Well, we knew why that didn't happen, but like,
yeah, because there's a writer's strike and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I thought it was all basically done by the time we hit the first year.
maybe
but
they want to like hit summer hard, like comes out in May or something.
Maybe, but we'll never know until they announce something. But we should say that we were originally going to have a book review for the High Republic book for this week, but because of the trailer, we're delaying that till next week. And so, but that messes up our entire schedule. So, quick schedule stuff. So originally we were going to do Resistance seasons 1 and 2, one at the end of this month, and then season 2 at the end of next month. Well, because of Bad Batch coming out next month, we're postponing those plans. So Resistance won't happen until probably May, because that's when.
Unless we get another show.
Unless we get another show, like back to back, or if it overlaps. Because didn't Bad Batch and Mando season 3 overlap?
Yes. And
towards the end of Bad Batch?
Yes. And then I think it overlapped too when it first came out. Like season 1, Bad Batch overlapped.
No, that was in the middle of the summer 2020. There was nothing.
What did I think it overlapped with something? Maybe Visions?
Maybe Visions season 1, but I don't know. But we could be doubling up towards the end of April or something if they choose to overlap, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, and it's like one of those things where like you would think we'd know now, but
we might get like a Super Bowl teaser
trailer
or something.
That would be my guess. That's what I thought we were going to get a drop.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but we won't know. So that being said, next week book review with the High Republic book, and Grace will still be joining us for that. And I should say that if you didn't watch last week's episode or listen to last week's episode, Grace did first ever Comics with Grace episode on a High Republic comic, which is very important to this book that we are reading. So if you read the book, go listen to that because it's the Porter Engle comics. So she did a presentation like EU with Andrews. So that was fun, learning about Porter Engle's backstory, and it's good preparation for the book review. So go check that out if you haven't already. But then we will be doing EU with Andrew, and then we will be doing Dark Disciple book review, which is strongly important to this season of Bad Batch because it's about Ventress and Quinlan Voss, and Ventress, spoiler alert, is in this trailer. And people are already thinking that they retcon the entire book because she should be, spoiler alert, dead by now in the timeline of Bad Batch. So,
well, I was like doing the live stream for it, for the trailer, and the chat was like, didn't she die in that book? I was like, I haven't read it yet, but I'm
Well,
about to read it.
I knew she died, but like one of the producers or whatever of Bad Batch came out and said, "We are fully aware of the book. We
Oh,
are
really?
nothing's going to contradict. It's gonna, but like, so I'm guessing it's some sort of flashback or something. Some people are also speculating, well, we're already jumping ahead the gun on this, but or Night Sister magic, she's a zombie or something. But I don't know. We
She
don't
had a
know.
yellow saber.
Yellow Saber, which is cool. But we'll get to that. We'll talk about that more. But supposedly there's not supposed to be a contradiction in the timeline. Nothing's retconned, but we'll see how that goes. But yes. So then after that book review, we will be doing 11 weeks of Bad Batch. And so there are 3 episodes at opening day. So Drew and I still have yet to discuss how we're going to do those 3 episodes. Then there's also a couple double weeks too, where there's 2 episodes in a week. So 15 episodes, shorter. Usually there's 16 episodes in this Bad Batch, so it's only 15 this time. So, but it's over a span of 11 weeks. So it's going to be nonstop Bad Batch for 11 straight weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So buckle up, boys and girls, because that's all we got.
Yep.
All right, cool. I think that's. Oh, also, just a little minor thing. I got an email from Google today or yesterday saying that Google Podcasts are no longer going to be a thing. So if you are listening on Google Podcasts to Empire Radio, sorry, but you have to start listening on iTunes or Spotify or something else now. So starting in March, I think it is. So RIP Google Podcasts. Now I got to change my end card on the YouTube videos because it has the logo on it. But yeah, I think that's it. So we might as well go into our scene by scene, frame by frame breakdown of this trailer. It's pretty nonstop, pretty fast, so I think we should be able to go pretty quick. But the famous last words here at Empire Radio.
And no chat. Spotify's so good. Spotify is fine. It's just Google.
Spotify is not going anywhere. They're the biggest thing in the world for music.
All of a sudden, they became the podcast platform instead of iTunes podcast.
Yeah. So if you're on Spotify, you're still good to go. Because also where we publish is through Spotify. So if they go bye-bye, we're bye-bye too.
We have another issue in our hands besides just not being able to.
All right, cool. Bad Batch trailer. So yeah, it came out of nowhere. Oh, also we did. We got all these announcements. We're already 8 minutes in, but go watch our reaction videos. Drew has his own reaction video, and I have my reaction video on YouTube. Go check that out. All right, let's jump into this. So starts out classic. Destruction, war, on a bridge. We got like some lat ships coming in, blowing stuff up, and that pilot of that ship is a stormtrooper, not a clone, and they're shooting like a tank type thing. And later on in the trailer, as you see, it's like going across that bridge and it's shooting its way out. So I'm guessing the Bad Batch is in there because just in a few seconds, they're escaping on that same ship on the edge of a mountain.
Yep.
Classic action scene on the edge of a cliff, about to go off the corner, being chased.
What are they? And they're on the only ship in Star Wars that has wheels.
Yeah, is that the same one from?
Yeah, it's the trooper. I don't forget the
name. We see it in episode 3, and then in Rogue One. So
I forgot it was in episode 3.
Yeah, that's where on Kashyyyk. That's where it was originally. But yeah, they're getting shot at. And oh my god, thing popped up. But yeah, Hunter Zero has hold on, classic. And it's kind of this basic trip, but then a bunch of stormtroopers jump onto the ship or on the thing. So
And
I don't
those
know.
aren't clones.
Those
that
aren't
we
clones. Those are
know of.
straight stormtroopers
How do we know that?
because of the helmet.
Oh, we're just assuming.
Yeah, that's just an easy way for them to show the fans when they're watching who's a clone and who's um, stormtroopers. But
Trooper.
yeah, so they're just plugging along, and then another ship comes in, and it's Fee,
Fee.
which is from last season, who had the little love thing with Tech.
Oh, poor Fee.
R.I.P. Tech, even though there's no way he's dead.
Dude, there's no way, bro. Star Wars. No one falls to their death. If he falls, he'd be the first character to die falling.
Yeah, so she comes in, and they are able to escape.
Her ship kind of looks like the Ghost, or is it just me?
Maybe a little bit, nothing. But if you look at 17 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
they're carrying somebody, like a body. Like it's
Ooh.
really brief. It's like a brown clothes or
Ooh.
something.
He gets Tech.
No, Tech's not that. That guy is a little chunky, dude. So I'm assuming it's a person because it kind of looks like he just his arms and legs are hanging down. But
Ooh, I
that's
kind of like that because when you see him again, they're not showing that person.
yeah. So they probably just threw him up there. It's probably Wrecker carrying him because he's a strong guy. So he probably just chucked him in the
Mhm.
back of that ship. And then who was that? Was that Wrecker or somebody who was jumping off the
Hunter.
the Hunter?
No, Wrecker. Yeah, you're right.
Probably
Wrecker.
Wrecker. He looks a little bigger. But yeah. So that's how it opens up. Then there's this better shot. Is that must be Fee's ship that we just saw?
I think so.
So the Ghost is more like a triangle, diamond
Mhm.
shape, or not triangle, a diamond shape, and this one's more square, but kind of has that same like profile from like the other angle
Yeah.
from the back.
Mm-hmm.
But then we got Rex. He's here,
Rex.
looking the same. So
Doesn't
he's
age
just
a day.
well, he ages 2 days in 1 day.
GG. Poor guy. Like a dog.
But yeah, he's standing there talking to Hunter, and he just says, "I thought at the end of the war there'll be an end to losing more brothers." So then it's just kind of shots of like a bunch of destruction, like a destroyed building, another ship, and so we might be getting like montages or like I think this we'll get later with Palpatine is saying this later, but I think a lot of this season is going to be about them disposing of the clones, like hunting them down, hunting clones down,
Yeah.
executing them, all that
Execute
jazz.
Order 67.
67, possibly. So eventually it's gonna. So we hear in Rebels, it's like Agent Callus talking to like another Imperial officer or something, like when they discovered that there were clones on that one planet, like with like Rex and Wolf and them. He's like, I thought they were all like disposed of or something like that. So it kind of hinted at years ago that there was a more forceful like
Mm-hmm.
elimination of clones. So I'm guessing that's what it's going to be, which will be very sad. Seeing
Would also be kind of cool.
kind of cool, but also very sad.
Because, like, we're going to see, like, the Empire at its what it was going to be, you know, like what we know it as. And
Yeah,
so
to see it at its fullest evil, like because we don't really like we see like them on a smaller scale, like just occupying and kind of more stories and flashbacks and stuff of what the Empire did. But it'd be cool to see them actually going into planets, hunting down clones, like taking out. But
Yeah.
we also got this is a kid show. I don't know. I started rewatching season 2 today a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's like some very
Bro, it's not a kid
terrible
show.
things. I was like, it's just like how, like people are just getting shot left and right and killed, and I'm like, dang.
The only kid thing about it is that they gave us the speeder episode in season 2. That was about it.
Oh yeah, I skipped that episode when I was
Oh.
watching. I skipped that episode, and then that one where they're going to that mountain and unlock that giant like giraffe robot thing. I
The one
skipped
that
that.
we thought was gonna be something and
Yeah, I don't even.
just a Lego.
I forget what did we think it was going to be. I don't even remember.
I don't remember, but like it literally looked like the PS2 or PS4 game,
The Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Which did you hear the rumor? There's a rumor that Sadie Sinks, you know who that is? Max
Mm-mm.
from Stranger Things, the redhead girl.
Oh yeah.
They might be doing a live action adaptation, and she would be Aloy, the main chick in that.
Did you ever play that game?
I played the first one,
Oh, you did. Did you like
but
it?
the second one was on. I guess you could have played it on PlayStation 4, but I never got it because I was away for PlayStation 5, which I still haven't gotten.
Yeah.
But I liked that first game. It was a lot of fun. Really cool story. And
Why
Sadie
haven't you
sings,
got a PS5 yet?
huh?
Why haven't you got a PS5 yet?
Because I had to buy a new computer last month.
That's fair. And you're also just
all my
waiting for a Star Wars game to come out.
overtime, holiday pay, and extra money that I make in December that I was going to use to get a PlayStation 5.
It's
I
all for
spent-
you fans.
It's all for
the
you. I got to
fans.
get a new computer for you guys. So
You're welcome.
if you want to send me some money,
There's
we'll start a
there's a Venmo link.
yeah.
We'll put it in there, not yours.
We'll put this in, and everyone's
Yeah,
start sending
bro.
him money.
Uh,
But yeah, so a bunch of clips of I shouldn't say a bunch, 2 clips of like destroyed things when he's talking about clones, like thinking that they're gonna no longer be killed on a regular basis. But then flashback to Tech fallen, sacrificing himself. And it was like a flashback thing because it was like in yellow. But yeah, then we see like a tarmac of like a bunch of stormtroopers, and it kind of looks like I don't know, like there's like they landed like in like a square of some like town or city,
Yeah.
and because like these little like booths like where people like selling merch and
it's like a
food and-
marketplace.
A marketplace, yeah, that's a better word for it. I was like, I'm thinking of a word, but yeah, marketplace. So probably another invasion of some planet. But yeah, so then he's just talking about the Empire imprisoning the kid, but thinking, okay, now there's more to do. And we see Omega, and she
Mhm.
has longer
Yeah.
hair.
Well, it looks like she actually got her hair cut.
I'm kind of really no. She had short hair because it stuck out from her head. This one's like long enough where it's falling down, but it kind of looks like Ventress's hair. It's like almost the same
Conspiracies. Here
same
we go.
haircut. That's kind of interesting. That
Because there's 2 different images of Omega.
yeah. So I think we're gonna get a time jump. Like we're gonna see her kind of like right away when she's in there, and then there's gonna be time because I think later on, Hunter in the trailer says that it's been a while since they've seen her. So I think it's gonna be could be like a year later or something. They're still trying to track her down because they didn't have when she got taken. They didn't have any leads on where to find her. So it's because that whole Mount Tantus thing is still super hidden that no one knows about it. But she's walking. Clone commandos are escorting her, but then right after that, it's a different haircut. Literally,
Yeah, it's
like,
different, like her normal hairstyle.
but she's getting escorted.
And that one, she looks like she's getting escorted by her sister.
The first
you
one or
pause
second
it-
one?
The second one. Because if you pause it at 38 seconds, the shoulder or the arm of the person above her,
Oh, I don't know.
is like it looks like just a normal outfit. So maybe this is like right away, and later on is when it's
Possibly. But yeah, so then she cross paths with Crosshair.
mm-hmm.
And I have a feeling that because look, he's super sad and depressed right now.
Yep.
So I think this them crossing each other in the hallway is gonna be the first time they see each other,
Mm-hmm.
and that's gonna give him motivation to like fight. He's gonna
Yeah.
see her and realize this is terrible. I'm the only one that can save her, type of thing, and somehow that's gonna be the spark that gives him hope to like fight for another day.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's gonna be kind of cool seeing them conspire together to try and break out or something, or like send word out to the rest of the Bad Batch crew to like find him.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that.
It's kind of a way to heal Crosshair's arc too.
Right.
Like he's the one that ends up getting Omega out of that place because the Bad Batch can't figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna be a really good way to bring it all together.
Yeah. Let's see. And then we got Dr. Hemlock, which was a very compelling villain last season. We got this little taste of him here and there. I think he's
He's a good villain. He's a good
good
bad
villain.
guy.
We
Because
don't know a lot about him.
we were talking about last season how we didn't really have one,
Right.
and then because like Crosshair was like the main kind of villain in season 1,
Right.
and then like the bad guy that was above him like died off like right away in season 2.
Yeah, like Rampart.
Yeah.
Like he ends up getting arrested halfway through the season because he was to blame for the clone attack or the cloning facility being destroyed when it got
Yeah.
brought to light in the Senate. So I was like, okay, we don't have a villain anymore. But this
Yeah.
guy popped up and he was kind of scheming a little bit. We don't know exactly, something up with clones, something with cloning, something because they got Nala Se taken.
Mhm.
And when they captured Omega, they were like, we're going to harm Omega if you don't help us with cloning, saying that to Nala Se. So something with cloning somehow was related to the Zillow Beast. We didn't get any Zillow Beast in this trailer.
That doesn't mean we're not gonna get it though.
But did you see what Andrew posted the other day?
Mm-mm.
So, you know that new Godzilla movie that's supposed to be like the best movie ever?
Yes.
That director went to Lucasfilm, invited by Dave Filoni, to do a showing at Star Wars Ranch or whatever it's called. And he's expressed that he wants to do a Star Wars movie.
Ooh.
And I want a Zillow Beast movie.
Dude, that'd be
a live action Zillow Beast movie. Just give it to me. I don't care. Just give it to me.
That'd be sick. I'd be down.
Way better than this Mandalorian Grogu movie we're getting.
Is that the title?
Yes.
That's the title. That's confirmed. I was in Hawaii and I saw that. I was like, that's not real.
I'm pretty sure it's that they're going to start production this fall.
It's called The Mandalorian Grogu.
Mandalorian and Grogu, yeah. So I'm guessing it's going to take place after season 4.
So is this Dave Filoni's movie?
No.
Oh.
Dave Filoni is doing a Thrawn movie.
Yeah, I'm just...
Come on, dude.
Who's doing this one?
Jon Favreau. So, I mean, they said that there's still going to be season 4, so that means...
In between?
I'm guessing this movie is going to take place after season 4.
Oh.
But I don't know.
Wow. Well, at least we know Grogu doesn't die in season 4.
Gosh dang it. I hope he gets... Hopefully he dies, and then the movie is just a flashback to something happened between seasons 3 and 4. How about that?
They're just sitting on the island chilling.
Oh gosh. Anyway, I'm mad about that, but yeah, Dr. Hemlock, he's here, and he just says to secure Omega in a cell. And she's like,
And this is her old haircut.
this is her old haircut, and she's holding some tray with, I don't know, like if it's like a test.
Owls?
It's like, it almost looks like chess pieces or something, but I feel like
Yeah,
it's like a
true.
test. Like it's just some
She
IQ
has to
test.
pee in all those bottles or
Oh
something.
gosh, no! Like a mind test, like a game. Like she's being experimented
to see
on.
if she has the force.
No, like a speed test or something. Like to do a puzzle.
What's her metachlorine count? Like Anakin played? And
He didn't play any of them. What do you
Chip,
mean?
Speeder.
Oh, that. No. But yeah, so she's getting scanned by something. We don't know exactly what the deal is.
I think that's like to show that it's secure.
Probably it's just a
I don't
scan
know.
thing. Then we get her twin sister, the
Mhm.
next frame, which
It looks way more related to
the clones. What's
the clones.
what's her character's name?
I
I
think
can't
the
even
chat
remember.
said it earlier. Actually, chat
Did
help
they?
us out. I think they did.
I meant to look it up before we record, but I totally forgot. But yeah, so it's cool because I feel like she's gonna try and break her out too. So it's like gonna be Omega, Crosshair, and this girl who is her twin sister but older.
Is she? But she's a clone of Omega, or Omega a clone of her?
They're just simultaneous clones, female clones. So
But she just
they're the
aged
same.
faster.
Yeah, she's the one that would have an age acceleration.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see what she does. But I don't know, she looks cool with those goggles, like glasses, scanner things on, whatever she's wearing.
I would rock those.
Yeah, cosplay as Omega's older twin sister.
Yeah, I think that the hardest thing is the hair, but I figure it out. Wig.
We have to just grow it back and comb it over, dude.
Yeah,
You
probably
could
not.
rock a comb over.
Should do like what the cool kids are doing these days.
I don't know what are kids
Bowl
doing.
it.
People have been doing mullet forever, though.
No, it's a bullet.
A-
You're bald on top and you have a mullet.
Oh, kids are doing that, so they're shaving their heads.
No, old people are.
Oh, I don't know. But Hunter says here they're in their ship. Omega's been waiting for us for a long time, and so she's just there sitting in her cell. She has a good view though for that.
I was gonna
cell,
say
though.
that view though.
That
view though.
that's like a good view. There's like a waterfall back there, like rivers and mountains and stuff.
Kind
So
of
like
looks like Hawaii, honestly.
fresh air every day. So
Mhm.
that's cool. But she's just standing there looking out. She has the Kaminoan attire on with the logo on with the eye
Mhm.
L looking thing. Quick spaceship chase.
With, but they don't have the Marauder anymore, right? The H&M. I thought it blew up in season 2, didn't it?
I don't think so.
That's not the H&M.
Well, there's probably just
Wait,
stolen
actually,
ship.
it actually might be
No, because it's more
boxy.
Yeah, there's too much of a box in the middle for this. Unless it's carrying something. No, because the wings are more like broken wings, kind of.
Mhm.
But or this could be escaping from Mount Tantus. Like could be just a ship that they steal or something.
True.
But they say that their mission is not over yet, starting February 21st. Which
if you stop it at
what?
Trying to like put together at like 54. That hand, I don't know whose hand that is. But
Well,
then
I'm guessing
like,
it's just because they sit down in the ship. It's just
does that kind of look like the Marauder though?
I don't.
Why did I think it blew up?
You're thinking of the Razor Crest
I know the Razor Crest blew
in
up.
season 2
RP.
of, but I don't know. I think it's a different ship because the wings aren't the same. The body's different.
Now, did you think we're gonna get this soon?
No, I thought it was gonna be this fall.
Like, it's like less than a month away already. We had no teaser trailer either. It was just like the original. Like, here's a trailer.
Right. So the thing is, with animated shows is they're working on them nonstop because you don't need to set time to record, like
Yeah.
on sets or anything like that. So, I guarantee you that this was already in production over a
Yeah,
year
and they're
ago
just doing
before
it,
season
and
2.
then as soon as the strike ended, they brought him in to do the voiceovers.
Maybe it's probably been a lot longer than that. Like most of this has been done for a while,
Yeah.
and so like they've been. I guarantee you, like when season 1 came out, they
Mhm.
were already well in production of season 2, and then
Mhm.
before season 2 even came out, they were probably well in production into this because I'm guessing that animators can just work from home. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I don't know,
I
because
don't know.
weren't they going on strike too though?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff. It was like the writer's strike, so it's
It was
more
like writer strike, but then it was like actor strike, and then it was
the actors thing was separate, and that was like more towards the end. I feel like,
yeah.
but yeah. So they just, I don't know. But
But I think
21st,
you're right.
which
I wonder if they already like did all this already, and
yeah,
then now they're like, let's just drop this first because everything else is still coming.
like probably after the strike, they probably just finalized everything and did final edits and stuff. And once they were done, they're like, all right, we can do
Drop
this
this now.
In February, which this is bad timing because we got 3 episodes coming out that first day on the 21st.
Yeah.
And we got to figure out when we're going to record
I was
3
gonna say, how are we
episodes.
doing that?
But the next day on the 22nd, Avatar The Last Airbender comes out on Netflix.
Gosh dang it.
And I want to
Is that
binge.
all at once?
Yeah. So I was like,
Oh,
I'm going to
gosh
binge that when
dang
it
it.
comes out, have it done in like 2 days. But then we're going to probably have to record.
Unless
Unless you take off work on that Wednesday, we can record all 3 episodes. But it could also be just like one big episode kind of is broken up and we could just
that's
do
what I was
one.
wondering, like, if
But
it depends on how long. If the first episode's an hour and a half, then we're screwed.
right.
So I guess listeners and everyone, like, just
We'll keep you
keep your
posted.
ear. Yeah, we'll keep you posted. Make sure you join the Discord. We'll keep your ear down because it could be one of those things where we turn it on and they're all 30 minutes long, and then we're like, you know what? Let's just do it all at once.
Yeah, it would
Big
be a
long reaction video.
oh gosh. I don't even know if I'm going to do reaction. I want to do reaction videos, but I don't cuz it's so much work and my setup sucks and I don't know what I'm doing. And like I always have issues when I try and do reaction videos. It's just like recording process. It's just I don't have the equipment to do it in space to do it well. So, but yeah, so it just sucks that the Avatar because that trailer dropped yesterday for that or 2 days ago, whatever it was.
Yeah,
And
I still haven't watched it.
dude, it's
I was like almost thinking about doing a reaction video, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna watch the trailer and just watch it as raw as possible.
bro.
Like, because I didn't see the first one yet either. The first
What?
teaser trailer. No, I haven't seen any of them because I've been debating. Because if you guys don't know, we are gonna do a YouTube exclusive on this show on
Yeah.
Avatar, 100%, because it's one of our favorite franchise.
I would
and even
say
Andrews.
it's probably a top 10 TV shows of all time for me. So
There you go. And it's definitely up there for me. It was the first anime, finger quotes,
yeah, it's not technically anime, but it has the same style.
that I got into, and it's Dave Filoni.
Yeah, he was it's like a producer or something. Like he didn't really do any writing or anything or
No, he
directing,
did a
but
lot of the drawing.
maybe like
That's different.
concept art,
Yeah,
but
that's what I
not
mean.
like he's not an animator specifically. But
No,
he's
but
yeah. So he was just mainly a production, but Dave Filoni is cool. But he's not going to be involved in this because
he's
he's not
busy
owned by
boy.
Disney or anything. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So I'm trying to binge watch the first season of Avatar because this first season is covering the first season of Avatar. So
Does that come out on Thursday?
yeah, so this would be Friday or February
Wednesday.
1st is a Wednesday, and then 22nd is a Thursday, and then we'll probably do a series review that first weekend in March, which would just be like a week and a half after it comes out.
Do you think they're gonna do the early times?
The night before for Bad Batch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think so. I think it's because the kid show they don't really care about having a. I hope they do because then we could. I don't know. It'd be hard to. We wouldn't be able to record Tuesday night, but I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
No, but at least we could watch it and like my reaction because that worked so well with Mando because I could do my reaction the night before,
Yeah, and then you don't have to rush
and
to
then
get home.
I don't have
And,
to rush to get home to do my reaction video.
and then I could, if I did reaction videos, I could edit in the morning or during the afternoon on Wednesday because I don't work on Wednesdays, and I could have the posted before we record.
Mm-hmm.
But I doubt that because it's a kids show that they're
Yeah.
gonna do that.
Because they changed the times with Loki too, didn't they? Bump it up to Thursdays.
I don't remember.
I think they did. I still haven't finished that show.
Well, you're missing out, dude.
I know. That's why I was waiting for that, for you to say that. But
Yep.
anyways, trailer.
Anyway, 21st.
Palpatine.
So I think these are all clones here. So
That's why
he's
I'm confused because
he's
they're all
walking.
the old helmet.
Right. So he's walking with 2 red guards, some clone commandos. Hemlock is there with them. Nala Se is there. Those are all clone troopers.
Wonder if this is right away. And then Palpatine says what he says, and then they just turn around and shoot them all.
I don't know. It would be pretty crazy if they just they're just standing there and then he leaves and then like they just do an orbital bombardment right in the arena here that they're standing in, kill them all. But I don't know. So Palpatine saying there's nothing of greater importance to secure the future of this empire.
He has such a good double chin, man.
Yep. And then
it's back to that place, I think, where they did that raid.
maybe because that looks like Fee's ship there, and you got those like mountains in the back. Is that like? I feel like we've seen that before. Is that the planet that they were at the end of season 2, where Tech dies or falls? I should say.
I don't remember.
Where it's like those like jagged thing. I don't know. It looks like we've seen that.
The lighting's
before.
similar to that raid, so if that's the raid, then maybe they're doing that raid to get the Bad Batch.
I don't know. We'll never know.
Because if you look at 33 seconds, it's the same lighting.
Right.
So that would make sense. Like they landed and then they came there because they found out that the Bad Batch was there. And then he was saying that we can't go anywhere or whatever.
Maybe.
It's possible.
At 102, we have stormtroopers, and there's a mysterious figure there. That looks like kind of cool. So I'm guessing that. Remember from last season, there was that clone trooper that was like an assassin trooper that Rex
Yeah.
was like, I have a feeling it's going to be like one of those type of troopers that they're trying to make, because didn't they capture that one that we discovered, like they captured him but we didn't see him anymore or something. I can't remember. Or
I
did he die?
think I don't remember.
Oh, I think he died because he bit him. Didn't he bite his tooth and
Oh,
like
yeah,
killed
yeah.
himself
Shocked
or
himself.
something?
But that makes sense, because what if it's like a clone of Crosshair? He does a similar like that thing that Crosshair has, like the Boba Fett.
Oh, a
Whatever.
lot of troopers have that. Clone troopers have that. Like Rex has that. But I don't know. I'm guessing it's just that those experimental clones that they're doing with.
It's gonna be a cool toy, I'll tell you that.
That's gonna be a cool cosplay when people start
That
doing
too.
that.
Someone somewhere is already drawing up that cosplay.
Yeah. So then you got some stormtroopers jumping into ships, and then Palpatine is still talking. He says, "Whatever is needed to accomplish this goal." Well, that was the MNH right there.
That's MNH, yeah.
Yeah, that's the MNH there. You will have it, he says. So whatever so this is like he said, this is the most important mission for this empire. Whatever resource you need to accomplish this mission, you will have it. So, like, what is that? Like, it could be the clone, like taking out all the clones, like eradicating them, like whatever, like legion of stormtroopers he's talking to or something is like whatever you need to hunt down these clones, you will have it. Like, I don't know. It could be, or maybe the Zillo Beast gets out again and starts destroying Coruscant again, and he's like, whatever you need. But I don't know. I'm just really intrigued by. I feel like this season is going to be really focused on have a focused story. It's like last season it wasn't as focused as we would want. Like there's like it was really really good, or it was like really kind of boring.
Yeah.
But like I think if they focus on a singular story, or of like whatever Mount Tantus line is doing, whatever Bad Batch is doing, and then whatever Palpatine is doing, like where it all like comes together, I think would be really compelling. And this Wrecker is blowing stuff up. Classic. I was looking at 111. This is a cool shot of this tank thing that has the wheels. This shooting out these rockets, and I think this is a cool.
Yeah, it's a cool picture.
So
but
what?
They blew up the MMH.
You mean before that?
No, right here at 111. That thing that's blowing up in the background.
I could go back.
At 111.
Oh, right before the bridge scene?
Did I go to? Yeah, before the bridge scene.
Oh, I was
right
already past that.
It's almost like 110.
Well, there's an explosion, but I don't know if it's.
But that's the MMH.
No,
like
those ships are way too big to be the MNH.
No, but that looked like the same thing we said that was MMH. That nose in the front. Because they're like running towards the explosion, not away from it.
Right, but those ships are way too big. Those things are huge. Those are like big transport ships, I think. And it's Bad Batch. They're always blowing stuff up, so.
That's fair.
But yeah, that tank shooting at stuff, and then they're getting shot at. But then I don't know if you at 114, there's a stormtrooper in like whatever, a starship or something, but it says they're coming, and it's CX1 is the person who's talking. So like clone X1, like are these like experimental clones that we're talking about? Like I don't know. They're just
possible
CX clones.
Maybe they're all the zombie clones.
Maybe could have zombie clones. Then we got clone commando taking charge here, like in some transport ship with stormtroopers. And then at 116 we have the M&H again flying over. This looks like this could be the Mount Tantus planet because it's nice and forest stuff, but I don't know. 116 Fennec.
Finnick, which we didn't see her last season, but we saw her the first
No.
season.
She looks different here.
Yeah, she looks older,
Older,
wiser.
but I don't know. And then right after that, we have some Cad Bane quick.
Yeah, I got super pumped for Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Because we didn't see him last season either.
Nope. But now that we, like, in the first season when we see him, that reveal, that was like one of my favorite scenes from the whole season.
For sure. I love that season. Especially that part. That was crazy.
Yeah, so anytime Cad Bane shows up, it's always a good time. I always like his, like one-liners that he has. Like,
yeah.
My favorite one that he does from Bad Batch was like when he's like has Omega and she's like dragging her feet. Basically, he's like, "By hook or by crook, you're coming with me, little lady." I think it was funny.
You notice his hat's smaller.
No, it's the same.
Well, it's smaller in Book of Boba.
Nah, it's about the same.
Really?
He gets different ones, so they're gonna look a little different from hat to hat. But either way, it's still classic. We basically just see the silhouette of him. We don't see his blue skin, and we know it's him because of that, and also the tubes coming out of his face.
Oh, you know it's him. You know it's him. No one else wears that kind of hat.
Or maybe it's like his brother.
Oh, stop. Don't do that to me.
It's like Tad Bane or something like that.
Bro. It's Tad Bane, man.
And they meet each other and they're arguing. Man, your name should be Mad Bane because you're always mad at me, bro.
Oh my god.
And if they're they meet and they're arguing, what better way to talk things through and patch a broken family than with a hot beverage around the table? And the best way to do that is with some coffee or tea. And coincidentally, once again, our sponsor for today is Wesley Andrews Coffee and Tea. So if you have a conflict and you need to hash out some hard things,
especially with your sibling
that's mad at you, Wesley Andrews Coffee and Tea out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. So let's take a listen to that.
Hey everyone, Andrew here. I'm pleased to tell you that the sponsor of today's episode is Wesley Andrews Coffee and Tea. If you don't know anything about Wesley Andrews, you definitely should. They're an award-winning coffee roaster and shop in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they make fantastic coffee. The awesome thing is that whether you live in the Twin Cities or not, you can get their coffee beans delivered straight to your door by ordering them online. They even have a subscription service that ensures you never run out of amazing coffee. If you've been looking for some new coffee to try or a way to elevate your normal coffee routine, now's your chance. Head over to wesleyandrews.cc, use the code EMPIRERADIO, that's with a capital E and a capital R with no space at checkout, to get 15% off your first purchase of any bags of coffee or a coffee subscription. I can't think of a better deal. Get 15% off some great coffee, support a small business, and support your favorite Star Wars podcast. In the words of Emperor Palpatine, do it.
Do it. All right, cool. So Cad Bane is there. And then what else? Now let's say.
For all of you.
So this guy here, I think, so he has that black armor on. So I think it's that guy from
that's
before.
The clone.
So and he has the same look in. Okay, they're all the clones. They all have the same model.
Like, where are you
but
going with this?
The way that they can animate things and the way D. Bradley Baker can just changed the voice a little bit. Like it reminds me a lot of that clone from last season. That was like the assassin clone, and so I think that's who this guy is here. And I believe right after that, that is Commander Wolf,
It is.
which we know that they already found Gregor in season 1, and we were like, well, it's Gregor, Rex, and Wolf in Rebels, and so here's Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
So
We don't know if he's turned yet because
right,
he is with a
clone group. So
commander.
he's still like doing things like kind of like Cody last season. He was continuing with the Empire, but then he defected, which I don't think we see Cody in this trailer, but like we just know that he left last season and we don't know where he went. So hopefully we see Cody again. If we see Cody again, he's probably gonna die.
Oh, because we didn't. He's not in Rebels.
He's not in Rebels, and I feel like all of Bad Batch is gonna die.
I think so too.
They have to, like, unless it's like Hunter and Omega, they are all the only ones and they escape and they live happily ever after, like on somewhere. But there's no way that they. It would just be lame because then they're alive and then they're gonna finish their story in some comics or something,
Or they
like,
just hide away.
But
Tech marries that girl.
Yep. So then at 121, I think they're back on that planet where they planned on staying, where it was like that tropical planet where Tech and Fee kind of fell in love a little bit and it was nice and peaceful. They had like that beach background.
Yep.
We got a shot of Rex again. We got Echo. And then it flashes to that assassin clone guy. He's using like a flamethrower.
Out of his hand almost.
I think it's kind of like one of those minigun type things. Like he's just holding something on top and then the back with his other arm. That's cool. But then Omega, with long hair, she's flying a ship. So she's going to be
escaping,
which might be that ship that we were wondering what it was, like escaping maybe. And then Wrecker, I'm going to have like a hollow thing. Give us a real challenge. Like he always wants something hard. And a big alligator is yanking. I don't know who that. It might be Hunter because he has that orange reddish stripe on his helmet.
I think it's Hunter. If you pause at like 127, it's definitely Hunter. It's not Mr. I open doors.
But then you see Echo. How many? That's what's the over under? How many doors is he gonna open this season?
I like this game. That's a good. We should have a poll in the. That should be our question.
That'd probably be our poll. We'll do a poll on that.
Right, but we still gotta vote right now.
How many? We gotta remember to count though. How many doors does he
help
open?
Us remember. I'm just saying 7.
7 times.
That's
the over under. So the over under would be 6.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing over 6.
I'm doing over 6.
But what if he closes a door? Does that take away from the?
Don't count.
Does that minus?
Well, if he manually shuts a door, it still counts.
That counts. All right. How many doors does he control?
Correct.
There's gonna be an episode where
we're just gonna sit there.
It's gonna be like a prison, and he's gonna open up like them all at the same time.
That's gonna be the filler episode.
But then okay, so I don't know. You said over, but I feel like it's gonna be more. I think it's gonna be over 6 for sure. I don't think it's gonna be any more than 10.
10's a lot.
10's a lot because he only did it like 3 or 4 times. I feel like last season. but I don't know.
Well,
But
they're gonna go get Omega.
he's gonna be hacking a lot of doors.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. But back to here.
Wait,
So
you gotta pick
no, I said over 6, but I don't have
over 6, but you don't have a stop point.
no more than 10. 10 will be the max. But anyway,
What if we're both at 7?
or it's right at 6.
Oh my gosh.
But back to the trailer at 128, Wrecker jumps in after the alligator. But if you pause it when he's in midair, you see who's on that boat?
Mm-mm. Fennec?
Fennec. Is it Finnick or Fennec?
Fennec, I think.
Finnick, because Fennec is the guy from Hunger Games.
Yes.
Okay, I was like,
Did you ever watch the new Hunger?
no, I never got a chance to. It's gonna go streaming next month, I think. So I'll watch it streaming.
I know. I really want to see the new Godzilla, but apparently it's going back into theaters, and then they're doing a black and white version of it.
Yeah, it's just black and white.
I'm
But
like,
I don't want to see black and white.
me either.
But
I wanna watch it,
it's not
though.
really in many theaters anymore. So like, I'll just have to wait till it.
I don't want to wait, man.
And since it's a Japanese film, it's probably going to take a lot longer to go on streaming.
Mm-hmm. Because who has the rights to it?
I don't know.
Probably Paramount.
I'm guessing it would be on Amazon for rent before
Well, sure. I don't want to do that.
it's not going to be on free on streaming anything for a
Maybe
while.
I'll come over. Maybe
Watch it
that
on my
should be.
TV.
Well, it'll probably be out, but if it's not out by then, whoever wins this bet, rinse the movie and we watch it together. How about that?
Okay.
Deal. We both lose. It's like under 6, like way under 6. It's like 2 doors. They didn't need a droid at all this whole season.
Yep. But yeah, we don't got Echo either, so he's probably dead too. His hands gonna get stuck in the thing. He's gonna be stuck in the
Get
door, and
shot.
then he gets left behind because he's just stuck. His nub is stuck opening a door that he gets stuck in. But yeah, so this is a boat. Like this is like the third time we've ever seen a boat in Star Wars.
Oh, true. I didn't think about that part.
So we got a boat in episode 1, or I'm sorry, episode 2.
Mhm.
Like with Padme and Anakin, and then we see in Mandalorian season 2. But this is definitely gonna be like a swamp, redneck, bayou.
Bayou, which probably maybe that's where they find Cad Bane,
I don't know, maybe
and that'd be the first time that Fennec sees.
because
Cad Bane.
I'm guessing it's gonna be similar to the first season where Finnick and Cad Bane are both after the same target, and so if she's there,
He's probably there,
he's probably there. So
and they're probably helping her because they've
Right.
helped her in the past.
yeah, so
They're probably after Wolf. Ooh,
maybe.
that'd be cool.
Do you think we're gonna get the those Martez sisters from Clone Wars that were helping out Rex?
Maybe. I'm surprised we haven't seen Ahsoka.
No, that she's too big of a distraction for this kind of show. Like, she doesn't need to be in it.
But if you saw it though,
I don't want her in it. I would be kind of mad if
Oh.
she showed up
I wouldn't be.
because it's like let the Bad Batch do their thing.
We might see her at the end, and Rex goes off with her or something.
That could be like very end where we're gonna put you on this planet. But I feel like I don't remember how long they were on that planet by themselves. Because I know
In
when
Rebels?
in Rebels, like I wonder because like she's like, oh, we haven't seen her in a long time, and like they haven't seen her in a long time, so it could be at the end of this
Go off together.
she brings them there, like this is a planet I know you could go where the Empire won't see you.
Yeah, because I wonder if the Bad Batch do all die, then it like goes over to like Rex as like the main character for a little bit. Dude, what if we get a Rex spinoff show?
I don't know. We could do like an Ahsoka Rex show where it's like her being Fulcrum
That'd be
and
cool.
all that jazz.
Kind of want that live action though.
That's not gonna happen.
Right now.
If they did a live action Ahsoka during like the Empire time, it would be like 5 years from now, so that
The one actor
Ariana
be older.
Greenbelt or whatever her name
Yeah,
is,
she
is
can be
old
older.
enough to do it because she's 15 or 6. She's 16 right now, so
Be like
Ahsoka was 17 at the end of the Clone Wars. So
that'd be
you got
cool though.
you got to add 5 years for it to really kind of look like she's a
Like in the middle of episode 5.
the movie episode.
Yeah, episode 5. The movie.
No, it should be like between 3 and 4 when she's Fulcrum.
Was that 5 years though?
No, we don't know.
Oh,
Like, because we know, well, the book, the entire Ahsoka book got retconned by Tales of the Jedi,
mm-hmm.
and so that I think she became Fulcrum at the end of that book, which was like 2 years after Episode 3, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but this is
I'm
Bad
kind of
Batch.
mad we read that book.
Well,
We're
I'm
about
not-
to read another book that's about to get retconned.
No, we'll talk about that. They say it's not retcon, but anyway, Wreck jumps in the water after the alligator. It goes 1, and then some cool little like mini Star Destroyer looking thing, cool looking ship. That's pink. Flies by 1 last. Hunter and Wrecker, they're about to fight somebody. 1 last fight. Wreck says, "Everybody down." Hunter says, "We're not big on following orders." Then there's like this weird like
Oh, whoa.
dog thing.
You see who's next to Hunter? We're not big to. That's Crosshair. That's Crosshair's gun. It's Crosshair's gun, bro.
You don't know that.
Who else would that be? It's not.
She's not the only one in the galaxy with a sniper rifle or a rifle looking thing.
No,
It
but
could be.
It totally looks like, and the armor, he got his black suit back.
Dude, that's maybe.
It's
You
not.
might be
Mr.
right. There's
Nub.
not for me. There's not enough evidence to make.
Okay, but there's not enough nub. We know it's.
Yeah, I know it's not. They're recruiting people. It could be Wolf. It could be other clones. It could be.
It's Crosshair. My money's on Crosshair.
You could be right. I'm not going to say that it's not. I'm just saying there's not enough evidence. It's just a barrel of a gun.
You're listening, watching, whatever. Pause at 136 and let me know what you guys think.
Well, 136 and 137.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But then after that, there's like this weird like
Dog.
thing with like a shark fin on its head. I don't know.
It's like a rhino dog.
Do you think maybe that's like what they're making? Like they're making an army of these evil dogs to like work for the Empire.
I know
But
it attacks like.
'Cause if that's a stormtrooper that's attacking.
Yeah.
So then see then it jumps to that same ship that was escaping at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Front and that is Mount Tantus right there. So that
that's
could be
definitely-
a
Omega driving that thing.
trying to fly out of there or something.
But then what ship is that that's shooting the troopers at 140?
I don't know. It's another. Well, you can see that the structure is like far down. It's like a big.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Kind
don't
of
know
looks like that one that blew up earlier, but it's not. You're right. It's not the Havoc Marauder though.
Right.
So.
And then at 140. So I didn't watch the trailer with subtitles on. I know you did. So I was. Did you watch my reaction?
Mm-hmm.
I freaked out, dude. Like I heard the voice. I immediately recognized it. and then it says, "I wasn't planning on killing you," and it was Asajj Ventress' voice. And some clone or someone's jumping on his ship, or his Hunter
You
jumping
throw
on.
the clone off of it.
It's a stormtrooper. He throws them off. R.I.P. And then Asajj says, "But you're making it very tempting." And then it's just her, and she's super good, super fast and fluid. And I tried pausing her on her like shoulder pad, like what that symbol is, but I don't know who it is. But she looks really good. Like I like that hair. I like.
Kind of looks like a clone.
I like the yellow blade.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
sweet.
because I think in that book cover she has a yellow blade.
Oh,
So,
really? Dude, I haven't even like bought that book yet.
Bro, you better hurry up, dude. It's like in 3 weeks we gotta do the book review,
I
dude.
know. Tell me about it.
But it's not as long as like it's only like 11 hours for the audiobook. So you could get that done in a week.
Oh, yeah, I'll probably even make it shorter than 11 hours.
Right. So 1.3 speed, get it down to like 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's super good. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
And of course they mislead you because then they go to Hunter and Wrecker aiming a gun like it's at her, but
it's not even this, right?
it's not the same environment. And she charges forward. And that's it. Bad Batch, final season, 3-episode premiere, Disney Plus. So that's the trailer. And like I said, like one of the producers or whatever said in an interview or whatever that they are fully aware of the book and the story there, and anything new is not going to contradict that. So that it has to be a flashback of some sort, unless it's some Night Sister magic where she's alive again. But I'm done with them bringing back dead people. Like, it's just kind of annoying, but
Well, we're going to read the book and break it down before this comes out. So,
which is perfect timing. Like, literally
honestly, the week before
the thing starts, we're going to be doing reviews. So
you
we're
guys
not going to
will
see it
know
right away,
what we
but
know.
yeah, so I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for this season, actually.
I just don't want any filler episodes. I know there's going to be some that are not going to be as good as others, but like...
But I don't think we're going to get we didn't see... okay, if you look at last year's trailer, which I did, we saw that filler episode.
Yeah, in the trailer, yeah.
In the trailer. So, in this trailer, there was nothing in this trailer that told me there's filler.
Right. I think there'll be like side missions that are gonna matter to the story, but they're not gonna be like super intense.
Or they're gonna be side missions with cool characters like Cad Bane.
Finnick and Cad Bane.
So it's like, I'll take that. Like, that's fine.
But I feel like even though those side missions, even though there's kind of like side missions, I feel like it's because they're trying to get a resource so that they can find Omega or recruit some clones that are rogue to like help find Omega. Like, I think everything's gonna be more focused. So I don't know. I'm still like freaking out about Asajj Ventress because she just looks so cool there. But yeah, so that's.
I'm excited to see the band back together before they all die.
Oh gosh, that's gonna be so sad.
Dude, if they kill Omega,
they're not gonna kill Omega, dude. They could.
There's some listeners, not gonna say names, who will be super depressed if they kill Omega.
Oh, well, we're hearing from her in a few minutes on voicemails.
Okay. Well, I guess you'll know who we're talking about.
I think it would be really cool to have Omega. I'm guessing they're gonna do like a book or something with her. I really think it'd be cool if she meets Boba at some point. Like, I doubt it's gonna be in this show. Could be, but
dude, imagine if Boba instead of Cad Bane was in that walkway. I would have cried. I would have freaked out.
That would,
Boba's young still.
same age as Omega. They're literally the same age. Because he was the Alpha clone and she was the Omega clone made at the same time. So
It'd be cool.
we
haven't got Boba in this show yet. Which you would think the Empire would be trying to get Boba too.
Maybe, yeah. But I feel like a lot of the Empire doesn't even know about Boba. Because he was just kind of Django's payment. He was like, I'm getting paid a lot, but I also just want an unaltered clone of myself to raise as my son. So like it was just kind of like the Republic didn't care. Palpatine didn't care. Like he probably didn't even know.
Probably didn't know because after episode 2, we never saw him again.
Right.
Like Palpatine probably doesn't even know.
So I think it would be cool if, even if it's not in the show, like if it's like an Omega book or like a Boba Fett book or something that takes place after the show, but before the original trilogy, it'd be cool to see them meet.
We'll definitely break that one down for sure.
Yeah. But they're definitely not going to kill him. If they kill Omega, it would be next level for a kid show to kill a little girl like that. Like that would be really crazy.
That's not a kid show anymore.
It's like
adult animation.
The first episode, they kill her off.
Oh my lord! She escapes and they just blow her up. They just blow the ship up.
Yep, she gets in her ship and she's getting out and she's about to type in the hyperdrive thing. Then boom, and then that's it. But then the Bad Batch doesn't know that she died, but they're still going there to find her.
And then that's how they all die.
They go to Mount Tantus and they're like realize that she's not there.
Joins them and then
yeah,
that'd be cool. And
they're really sad. But the only reason I don't want that to happen because I know Addie would be bawling her eyes out. I don't want that.
Yeah, we know Addie's listening. Send us a voicemail next week about how you would feel if that happened.
If they killed off Omega, that'd be rough. But yeah, so we'll keep you guys posted in the Discord how we're gonna do our episode breakdowns and stuff. We won't know until like that Wednesday, because if it's like 3 20-minute episodes, 25-minute episodes, we could maybe just do one big one.
Unless they release the times
ahead of time, yeah, then maybe we could plan ahead or whatever. But don't be surprised if we do separate episodes for each one, or if we do 2 episodes and then 1 episode for separate recordings. But we won't know until it happens. But I'm pretty sure like those 2 weeks where they double up, those will probably be like easy back-to-back ones we could do together. I think they did that last season too, where we just did 2 episodes together, and it was kind of like one little mini arc, 2-episode mini arc.
Yeah,
would work well. So we'll keep you posted. Let me know if you want me to do reaction videos.
One of season 1 was like what?
Season 1, episode 1 was 75-minute long episode premiere.
Yeah, so it could be something like that.
Where I could take 3 episodes is equal to like 1 big one.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Which I kind of hope that's the case and not just 3 75-minute episodes.
Right.
That'd be a lot.
Now, if they did, I'd be all for it too.
I'm not going to complain, but that's a lot of work on our end.
Yep.
So we'll find out. And we'll also find out if we get them on Tuesday or not.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, let's transition over to everyone's favorite time of every episode, voicemail time.
It's voicemail time.
All right. Cool. Well, we have 3 voicemails tonight, plus an email from Elias. And
an email from Elias.
Yeah, sometimes he does emails, sometimes he sends in voicemails. But he actually sent this last week, and he sent it after I set everything up and was getting ready to record. and so I missed it.
Gotcha.
So sorry, Elias, I missed it, but we got it this week, and it's kind of related to what we talked about tonight. But who do you think is the coolest Star Wars character? I think Cad Bane is definitely the coolest, and he's not dead. No way Boba killed him that quickly. I don't know. I think he's dead.
I don't think he's dead. I don't know.
I hope he's dead because, like I just said, I don't want people bringing all these people back to life. I'm done with that in Star Wars.
We heard beeps.
Whatever.
His droid went to go grab him.
Maybe, but probably not.
He's half robot, anyways.
No, he's not. He just has some air tubes. Do you know why he has those air tubes on his way he does?
I don't remember.
It's so that Jedi can't force choke him, so he suffocates. It's to bypass that.
Yeah, the boss, dude.
That's kind of cool. But yeah, so who do you think is the
really
coolest character in Star Wars? Cad Bane is a good one.
Definitely my top 5.
Definitely.
I don't remember what I picked.
I think I like Kit Fisto a lot. I think he's cool.
Didn't we pick Ahsoka though as our favorite?
Well, she's my favorite character, but she's not the coolest character.
Oh, it's different.
Different. Coolest is someone who's, when they're on screen, you're just like fanboying over them and like
probably
always
Cad
liking it
Bane
no matter
or
what.
Thrawn.
Thrawn's pretty cool. Like I said, Kit Fisto, I think he's just a cool guy. I'm kind of mad that he got killed so easily by Palpatine in episode 3. There's so many characters. Like
Maul, when you see Maul on screen, I still remember that
solo ending.
Oh my gosh. But I also remember Book of Boba when Cad Bane was walking out.
Yeah, that was
a boss. Oh,
that was one of my favorite scenes, like
for sure,
ever. But also another cool character like in the moment was Black Chrysanthemum in Book of Boba Fett when we see him for that first time walk in.
It was scary.
That was scary, and then after that, he was kind of like, oh.
Yeah, he's kind of whack after that.
But I remember watching that. I'm like, who the heck is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, he's so cool,
he kind of fell
scary.
off pretty quick.
And then he got kind of like, was not as cool.
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with Elias. I think anytime I see Cad Bane on screen, I get like, because even in the Bad Batch Season 1, when we saw him, that was crazy. That was so cool.
It was unexpected. You just hear his voice first, and
he's just sitting there.
Leaning against the thing.
Yeah. Freaking boss, dude. Yeah, Cad Bane.
Can't forget about Broom Kid. He's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, there we go. When we saw Boba the first time and the Mando show, that was pretty cool.
Oh, when he turns around.
Season 2.
When the speeder's going and he turns around, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty sweet.
I know there's a lot of more cool characters. I just can't think of them because there's so much Star Wars content and so many characters that I'm just forgetting. Porter Engle is cool. I like him from the High Republic. He's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, go check out that Comics with Grace backstory presentation. That was pretty fun. All right, cool. Well, thank you, Elias. Yeah. All right. Well, next up. Well, we already mentioned she sent one in, but let's take a voicemail from our good friend Addie.
Hey, Empire Radio. It's Addie. Back with another voicemail, and this one's not going to be quite as normal as my usual voicemails because a Bad Batch Season 3 trailer dropped today, and, let's just say it was an emotional roller coaster for me. I pretty much cried the entire time. I don't know why. Just ask my sister. It was amazing. Honestly, that's my opinion, is that it was really good. And the fact it's only coming out next month is even better. Like, come on, keep it coming. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the trailer. in Bad Batch Season 3. Have a great day, and may the Force be with you. Bye!
Thank you, Eddie, for that voicemail. And luckily for you, we devoted an entire
I was gonna say we
podcast
just
episode to
did
your
an
question.
hour of letting you know how we feel about this episode.
So
And we
hopefully
know you're gonna be listening. So
Yep. So hopefully that answered your question about what our thoughts.
yeah,
But yeah, so I'm excited. I hope you're excited. It sounds
I'm
like
pretty
you
excited.
are. I
I
hope.
kind of wish you would have recorded a reaction to you crying the whole time. We could have played it on here. That would have been kind of cool. But it's always next. Oh wait, there's not a next season.
Well, there's probably gonna be a sequel or something.
Yeah,
Another
Rex.
spin-off. Like, do you think that they're gonna do another animated show with the same style?
I really think they're gonna do a Rex show.
I really think they just need to keep with this art style. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
like I like Rebels and that art
Rebels
style too.
cool,
But
but
like, there's just the Clone Wars style with how well that they do it now.
especially now, dude, it doesn't even look. There's some scenes you're like, huh?
Like
Is
this
that
is like
real?
environment stuff from like a distance. Like it
Yeah.
always looks like photorealistic, like it's a live action
Yeah,
forest or stuff like that. So and
I
it
think
keeps
they
getting
will. I
better.
think they probably invested too much money in this group of designers to not.
Right.
So
And it's way cheaper to produce higher quality stuff now than it was 15 years ago when they were
well, a
making
lot of
it
this
in
stuff they can probably like
copy and paste.
yeah, exactly, like just cover up, you know.
I just like I was just like I said I was watching Bad Batch season 2 a little bit today, and I just like the texture of like how it's everything's like a paintbrush kind
It
of like
looks
it's
like
just
a
that
painting.
this looks cool how they do that, and this looks I don't know. I think they need to keep doing this art style.
I agree, and I really think they're gonna either have an Omega. She's the only one that survives, and she has her own like sideshow, and that's what Addie really wants.
And
So,
they have her as an
hashtag-
older anyway because with her sister, so like they
Yeah.
could just copy paste and give her blonde hair rather than the brown hair. Like
hashtag give it to Addie. Give her a show that she wants, or they're gonna do like a Rex, like the three amigos show.
they call it the Three Amigos. Star Wars, the Three Amigos.
Yeah,
um,
leading up to them being on that planet, you know.
yeah, that'd be cool. Who knows?
There's so much they could do with that too.
Because they haven't announced. Obviously, they haven't announced any other animated shows, but they could this year sometime.
Unless they're just gonna keep doing Tales of the Jedi, which is pretty similar art style.
It is the same art style, actually.
Yeah,
now that I think about it. Which
they might just switch to like Tales of the Jedi, and
because they said it's season 2 of Tales of the Jedi, but some people were saying there's a rumor that it's just Tales of the like series, and that each season's going to be a different category. Like Tales of the Sith would be one season, Tales of Bounty Hunters, Tales of the
that'd be cool.
something.
We see how Cad Bane became Cad Bane. That'd be cool. Him as a baby.
See how he gets the hat, like why, like
or see when he puts the tubes in.
maybe.
Pretty cool. I still want a what if though.
That is a rumor. Also, did you hear that? I think that happened when you were in Hawaii. There's a rumor that they're working on a Star Wars What If show right now.
And they could do that in this style.
Yeah.
So
Cool. All right. Thank you, Eddie. Next up from our favorite pod racer, Garrett. So last week, he's on some new planet where there's like new racing scene, and he's like, there's this big race thing, and if I win, I get to go on a big giant like space cruise. So let's go see where he's at this week.
Hey Empire Radio, it's Garrett. Guess what? I won the competition, so I get to go on the cruise. I'll be sure to pre-record a voicemail because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have any connection at all or whatsoever. Or maybe I got like 2 hours, something like that. So I'll be sure to record a voicemail for you guys so that you can play it over the week while I'm going to be gone. But I'm wondering if you guys could go on a cruise, what would be one thing that you would want to do on that cruise, like an activity, like snorkeling in the Bahamas or something like that, or zip lining through, I don't know, Madagascar or something like that. Some crazy like activity that you'd want to do. Anyway, see you next week.
All right. Well, congratulations on winning the big shindig and winning a
Yeah.
space cruise. But your question, if we could go on a cruise, what would we want to do? Like, I think it's lame when people go on cruises, but then like they just get off the boat and like
It's like perfect for old people though.
it's just weird that like people like, oh, I went on a cruise, and then it's like pictures of them like standing on a beach, like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like
I mean, I get it, but I also like my parents goes on cruises, and it's like way better that they don't plan anything. They just do whatever they want in the boat. They get relaxed, and then there's drop points where they can go get off the boat and like explore and stuff. And my parents did one in Mexico, and then they did one in Alaska.
that's
The
a big one.
Alaska's cruise would be cool because you like watch like they saw whale watching and all that stuff, and then they got off and they're able to go salmon fishing and stuff like that. Like that would be cool. I'd probably want to do something more like that. But then going to a cruise and like stopping on all the islands in Hawaii would be really cool too. I would do that.
I don't know. I've never like I. Everyone knows if you've been listening, I don't care about traveling and seeing the world.
Yeah.
But like a cruise is something I would not. That'd be like one of my last things I would do for like
Yeah.
traveling or
Steph
vacation.
wants to go on a Disney cruise.
Eh,
Like I wouldn't mind at some point because like Disney cruises too are like there's a lot of kid activities,
right.
so you don't actually like have to watch your kid the whole time. There's like professionals that will watch your kid for you while you can just sit at the pool. So that'd
Right.
be kind of cool. Like when Miles gets a little older, like to do that. But yeah, I don't know. It's not really anything that I'm like at my age dying to do, but I understand like why like my parents do it, you know.
It's like it's
And
pretty cheap too.
it's
Like
not
it's
that
one of the
expensive too.
cheaper like travel things. So like it's
It's like
plausible to like for a lot of people to do
exactly.
it.
I think you like my parents dropped like they had their last cruise. They had like a buy one get one, so it was like they literally
What?
yeah. And like me and Steph almost went on that cruise with them because at one point they had their rooms for like $50 a night because they were trying to fill up the boat. So for like a week vacation on a cruise, the most expensive part is getting to the boat for
Right.
us. Flying to because the only reason why we didn't go on the Alaska cruise, it was like super cheap to get, but then we don't have like a window like room or whatever. We just have like a room. But it would have been like $2,000 at the time to fly to Seattle from here was like the cheapest flight we could find last minute to get on the boat. It's like $2,000 for me and her both. It's like $1,000 each. And that's why we're like, nah, you can't like that's not cheap anymore. So there's times though you can get really good deals. Like my parents say they got one my dad won a cruise ship like trip on their last cruise they went to. So I think they literally just bought my mom a ticket and then that was it. And they spent like under $2,000 on this vacation.
Fun.
So I understand the like reason why people do it. It's just I'm not there yet.
Yeah. I just don't want to be like crammed on a boat with so many people.
Do what? Yeah, and being out sea that long is I feel like I would get sick.
Like I've never I've been on like a pontoon boat on a
Yeah.
calm lake. I've never
I went deep sea fishing in Hawaii.
Dude, I saw
and
that video you posted.
I
You would not be able to pay me $1 billion to go on that
I
boat.
lost track on how many times I puked, bro. Like I literally
Dude,
lost track.
Those waves
so
are
bad.
so big.
It was sketchy as heck.
I would never do that. I was scared just watching it on Instagram reels.
Like weird tangent, but let's just say the captain tried to warn my cousin who booked it to not go, and he was like he's one of those people that like won't take no for an answer, and he's like, oh, we'll be fine. And then we got there and they spent 15 minutes, I'm not even kidding you, on how to properly puke on the boat. And And then when at the end, I was like, "Yeah, that was really bad." And he's like, "Well, I tried to cancel on you guys, but you guys were adamant about going." I was like, "Well, we didn't hear anything about this because he was the only one talking to the captain, and he didn't tell us anything about that." He's like, "Well, this is the only day we could do it." I'm like, "Then we just don't do it because only one person didn't get sick. Even the captain and the deckhand both were puking. Like that's how bad it was." And the deckhand's like, "I've been doing this my entire life," and he said that was the worst he's ever been on a boat. And I'm like, "What the heck, bro?" Like it was so bad, dude. It was so like I have a video I'll show you, Jeremiah, later, and it's like the one person on the boat that wasn't puking, and he panned and all of us were like looked like we are about to die. It was bad.
Because it's not normally that rough of
No,
waves,
it's
right?
because they had a cold front, and then they had like a north wind, so it was like pushing. At one point, literally, I was sitting, and the boat went almost completely sideways, and I literally slid halfway down the boat. And it wasn't a big boat either; it was a small boat.
No,
Like,
I
it
could
was
never do that.
gnarly, dude. It was bad.
But
But
you
we
could
caught 3
see
fish.
from the shore how bad the waves were, or was it bad like
Well, we went out in the
way
middle
out
of the
there?
dark. Yeah, but we were only 3 miles out. Like we weren't even that far out.
But I'm saying from the shore you couldn't see that the waves were like
No,
rough.
because it was dark.
It was?
Yeah, we went out at sunrise. So in between puking, it was really cool to watch the sunrise like in the water.
Oh,
It
so
was
by the
pretty.
time I saw the video, the sun already came up.
Yeah, I already
okay.
puked by the time you saw that video. Like I literally lost track, dude. It was gnarly. It was bad. So I'm with Andrew on this. I'm never going deep sea fishing ever again, dude. Because I also get car sick if I'm not in the front seat. So like for me, it's like
like your
already
kid.
it's already like a bad thing. So yeah, it's like Miles. Miles gets car sick a lot. So it's kind of one of those things where like I kind of knew I was gonna get sick and like puking once or twice, but literally couldn't. I had to chug water so I could puke more because there was nothing in me to puke anymore. Like that's how bad it was, bro. It was yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Garrett, thank you. That was probably more puke that you were expecting
Yeah.
for your
Hopefully
question.
you don't get seasick while you're on this boat.
Or his
Or
space cruise,
surrounded
or wherever you're going
Yeah.
on vacation. Seems
Yeah.
like he's actually going on vacation in
I
real
think
life.
he's actually going on a cruise in real life.
Cool. All
Yeah.
right. Well, last up from a first-time voicemail sender.
Ooh.
So we're always excited for a first-time sender. So let's take a listen to someone named Owen.
Hey Empire Radio, my name is Owen and I wanted to give you guys a Star Wars book recommendation. It's called Star Wars The Old Republic Fatal Alliance by Sean Williams. It's a Legends book from 2010 based off the Star Wars video game Star Wars The Old Republic. It has a really interesting plot involving a Jedi Padawan, Sith apprentice, a discarded Special Forces trooper, and even a Mandalorian. Thanks, and may the Force be with you always.
All right, cool. Owen, thank you for sending that voicemail in and for the book recommendation.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks for sending more voicemails.
Send more
that could be
voicemails.
an E with Andrew, though.
And EU with Andrew, that would be a good episode. So Drew and I don't read EU books.
No, it just confuses me.
But
I did read that zombie book though.
Right.
It's
but yeah,
different.
so we can pass that on to Andrew because when he does EU content, he might be willing to do that. Because
That sounds cool.
the Old Republic stuff, I know everybody loves those old games, and I don't really know anything about the story or anything. So getting some context on that would be cool. So
That would be sweet.
So Drew and I might not read that, but it could end up on a podcast in the future with Andrew giving some sort of book summary and presentation on that.
We'll definitely pass the word on because that sounds cool.
Yeah.
And thanks for the voicemail and send in more.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's everything. So, like I said, next week we'll be doing the book review on The Eye of Darkness. And like I said, Grace will be with us for that. And yeah, and then after that, you with Andrew and Darker Cyber book review. Ooh, excuse me. And then Bad Batch, 11 weeks of Bad Batch. So, and then we'll probably do an Avatar, The Last Airbender YouTube exclusive at some point. I'm sure we'll get a trailer for something eventually, and we'll have to do a breakdown extra episode. So
We might have an
Jam-packed.
extra episode if Bad Batch is still going on when we get that trailer. So,
yeah, so
but I'm also really excited for this Avatar YouTube exclusive. So make sure you guys this horse has been beaten so much, but go over to our YouTube channel.
yeah,
There's a lot of you listeners that aren't over there yet, and even people in the chat that aren't over there. Just go over there
because
and go watch our reactions right now.
We see how many people are subscribed to us on Spotify because that's
Mhm.
the main statistic that we have access to. And compare that to YouTube, it's like nothing. So
It's like pennies.
So just follow us on. Just hit that
Get over
subscribe
there.
button.
Just go over there. It's still free.
Yeah.
We know you're watching YouTube. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, come on.
Who doesn't watch YouTube? You don't want to see our faces?
Yeah, some of you don't even know what we look like. Can you imagine that? There are people that don't know what we look like, but they've listened to us for like years.
Isn't that crazy? There's people commenting on our last YouTube exclusive, like, "Oh, why isn't this on Spotify? I only listen to you guys on Spotify."
Yeah, because we want more people to come on YouTube. So
Yeah, and we only do Star Wars content on Spotify.
Right.
So,
all right, but let's go over some socials and we can get out of here. So yes, so in the description, links.co/Empire Radio, links spelled 2 I's. That's a landing page for everything. So click on that. That's everything Empire Radio. So like we said, YouTube link, really easy. You don't even have to search for us. You can just click the button and you're already there. So follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch because we do live streams for every episode. Join the Discord. There's an invite for the Discord. A lot of fun there. There's also our fan email. If you ever want to send us an email, there's a voicemail link. So send us a voicemail because a lot of you haven't done it. Because I'm trying to think how many different people have sent us voicemails. Maybe like 100 people at most.
maybe.
Because we get a lot of repeat offenders.
Yeah.
So if you're listening,
and it will be played on the episode, you guys.
As long as it's family friendly, we'll play it. So
we literally have had an episode where we had 17 voicemails
during the VCU,
something crazy like that. Like, we will play your voicemail if you want to hear yourself on Spotify or wherever you get your content. Just do it. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And Instagram too. Follow us on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And then also there's a link for the needlesslynerdy.com entertainment network that we are part of. So if you like nerdy content of all sorts, go check that out. There's other podcasts and articles and stuff on there as well.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's everything.
Yep.
Anything else, Drew?
I think that's it.
All right. Cool. Well, you've been listening to another Bad Batch-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew.
And may the Force be with you.
Always.